The evidence against Michael is substantial.
He definitely did it. I mean, I've seen his competitive edge. But what? I mean, they join our game group, and then he's got to win every time.
We dominate! Yeah! Oh, yeah!
We all know how competitive he and his wife are. Of course he did it. We saw him last month at the ping pong tournament. Bullshit!
That ping pong tourney was so fucking lit. Oh my god, it will go down in Purple Pelican history. The rallies! I mean, straight full spikes down. It was federa.
He was at Thomas and Allison's at game night. Now he claims that he had to leave midway through the tournament to walk the dog. He had clear motive and he had access. Now I move and I strongly recommend that this board evicts Michael Trubinski for his actions.
A quiet beach community ravaged by lies, deceit, and betrayal. Michael Trubinski is accused of rigging his condo complex's HOA presidential election by Carl Hogan, the former president and loser of the election. The ballot box was stuffed between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. on Sunday, December 9th. We know this because it's the only time the box was left unattended. Justin, the head of security, was guarding the ballot box from 5 to 8 until Thomas, the Purple Pelican's secretary, came to count the votes.
At 8 p.m., I locked the door and I left to go home.
Except, Thomas didn't count the votes at 8. He counted them at 9.
But our game night starts at 7:30, and we never move game night. So I waited till about 9 o'clock when game night was over and counted them then.
The Purple Pelican's parent company, Thompson Inc., needed just 3 days to decide and evict Michael and Jessica, without any hard evidence.
Go back to apartments, scum.
They are constantly bombarded with hate mail and have 2 weeks to pack their stuff up and leave, unless Michael can prove his innocence. Jessica claims it's because Carl is a longtime owner of his condo and donor to the Purple Pelican, and Michael and Jessica just rent their condo.
What are two renters supposed to do against Carl Hogan? You know, I mean, the rec room is called Hogan Hall, named after him.
And I know it seems like Carl has endless support, but he also has his fair share of enemies.
Here we go.
I never really personally liked Carl. He's this creepy old man who just wanted to become president so that he could feel important and make all of his own rules.
Well, I've always liked Carl. He may be strict, but I think he's a good leader.
Look at the hedges here. I mean, just look at these hedges. See these hedges? See these hedges? Now, look at this. See? Can you see that? They're uneven.
Oh yeah, Carl, he's a hard ass. And no wife, no kids, so, you know, I'll let you draw your own conclusions from that. Bing, 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 bing.
I mean, at the top of his lungs, he went out into the middle of the street, and he's just saying, F everybody!
I don't need to hear your complaints. I'm trying to maintain a building here. Shut the fuck up! Sorry.
I agreed to be in this movie because I have nothing to hide. Michael is a guilty party here.
What makes you think the election was rigged?
There are 412 people who live at the Purple Pelican. There were 409 total votes. Something like this never happens.
I decided obtaining the security footage would be a good start, but I ran into my first roadblock.
I don't want to be on camera, man. Turn that off.
I'm sorry? I understand Justin not wanting to be on camera, but what gives, man?
The camera's been broken for months.
The building manager, Genevieve, wasn't much help either. Can't really fault her for that, so I was back to square one. Was the boardroom locked when it was left alone?
Yes, of course. It's a self-locking door. You always have to have a key card to enter, just like any door in the complex.
Who do you think would rig the election?
It could have been anyone. Everyone has secrets, even the people you least expect. Even the nice ones.
Michael constantly says that anyone could have rigged the election. And sure, anyone could have printed out a couple extra ballots, but having access to the boardroom that night, only a few people have access to that specific room.
Myself, Derek, Thomas,
Thomas, Allison,
Hi, everybody.
Genevieve, the building manager, Justin, the head of security, Carlos, the maintenance supervisor, and Michael.
I decided it was time to enlist my good friend Frank. He's a journalism major and good with detective work.
So, let's figure out who did it. With our resources, I think it will be almost impossible to prove Michael's innocence. So, I think it will be smarter to try and prove someone else's guilt.
That's why he's here. 8 suspects, all with access to the boardroom on the night of the 9th. With Frank's help, it was time I got my hands dirty and did some actual research into who had a motive. Who had a reason for rigging the election. So here we go, people. Michael and Jessica.
Hello, this is Michael and Jessica Trubitsky.
Hi.
We're just saying, please get out there and vote. We're not trying to plug for ourselves, but we do need a little bit of a change. So please get out there and vote for our new president, and we'll see. Thank you. And we'll see how things turn out. But your vote does count, so please get out there and do it.
Since Carl accused Michael, he's kept his story straight. And Thomas backs it up.
They were here at our game group that night.
Until Michael left in the middle of it. He offered to take Rufus out.
You know, that was a little weird.
He was gone about 10 minutes. That'd be enough time to stuff the box and come back.
So we're testing
Being the
Ned's time?
brilliant detective Frank is, he decided to time me and see if I can rush from Thomas's condo to the ballot box and back in 10 minutes. All right, what's the time?
9 minutes, 12 seconds.
It fit. Barely. Thomas claimed Michael had never asked to take Rufus out before.
Never.
So, why now?
To be a nice guest.
They host us every Sunday.
I'm sorry, Jessica, could we talk to Michael alone?
Oh, sure. Okay.
So,
All Michael had to do was give us a solid alibi. But here's his excuse for taking Rufus out.
okay, I quit smoking years ago, and I started again in secret. And Jessica doesn't know. That's
Yeah.
why I took Rufus.
If you don't believe it, you're not alone. We didn't either. Is there any evidence that can link you to that?
No.
All I could tell was someone is lying. Carl, Michael, someone else. I just wanted to figure out who. So we moved on to our next suspects.
If you look over to your, honey, you want to turn the camera around that way and show them Catalina Island. You can just see the faint outline of it today. And up the street, you'll see...
Thomas and Allison. He's a painter and she says she's a stay-at-home mom.
Do they have any kids?
Yeah. The dog.
Oh, that chick is obsessed with her dog.
Al diablo, huh? The devil I call him. Every time it's like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah." Little rat. I'm tired of him. She's obsessed with that thing. Goodness.
We can cross Thomas and Allison off almost immediately.
We were hosting our game group like we do every week.
Well, and we started the game group just to bring a social event to the Purple Pelican. And it's
If you couldn't tell, they love their game group. They've been hosting it every Sunday for the past 15 years and never call it off.
Life, right? You are the game of life.
Plus, Thomas is an outspoken Carl supporter. They have no real motive, and they have a solid alibi. So that brings us to Derek.
You know, I think we underestimate the power of feet. I mean, look at this squirrel. He's got like, what is that? They're not feet, they're like paws.
Derek fascinates me. He's the youngest one here at the Purple Pelican by a landslide.
Oh man, I mean, how can you? So beautiful.
He seems to not care about the board or really any committee
I
here.
get a little stressed. I just realized that like none of it matters.
The only thing he's actually contributed to the community is starting a rock band club.
Yeah, little dude. Our rock band club was super sick. It was called the Rock Band Club. And it was like a volunteer thing for people who want to play in a band together, you know? It's like, service to the community, you know? So Carl shut it down.
awful. God, it's awful.
Oh, Michael's always so obnoxious.
From what I've learned, not a lot of people like Derek's music except for Michael.
Yeah, I like Derek's music. Yeah. I like the D, like Derek says. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what the Derek's fans say. Go, rock and roll, Deke.
Okay, this is a song that I wrote called Ass Face. I saw you at Citibank from the back. You look like a yummy snack.
As you can tell, Derek talks a lot, so I'm going to try and cut this interview as short as I possibly can.
Still kind of working on the chord progression, but it's coming along like a bit of a masterpiece. I think it's my best one yet.
What did you mean when you said Carl shut down your rock band club?
Oh, he said it was too loud. Fucking kook.
Do you remember where you were the night of the 9th?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was at a show downtown, and I came home around 8:30 because I was way too fucking plastered to be in public, and I saw Justin, the security guard. All he did was look at me, and I freaked out, like, whoa! Started running, and it was like I was fleeing from the cops, like he was gonna arrest me or something. I remember I blew out my...
This piqued my interest as a possible motive for wanting Michael, a supporter of Derek and his music, elected over Carl. Do you have the concert stub?
First of all, it's not a concert. It's a show.
But do I think Derek is capable of stuffing the ballot box and rigging the election?
Yeah.
Not really. Frank also agreed.
This doesn't do it for me. His alibi's concrete. That just leaves the staff.
Yeah, I actually took it upon myself to do some digging, and check this out. An email from Carl regarding his presidential campaign.
So Carl wanted to cut their salary?
Exactly. Which means they all have motives.
I'm Genevieve. I'm the manager here, and I'm also a resident. This is my son, Alex.
Genevieve's sweet. I like her. Her son seems nice too.
Oh, I have to tell you, I think that what you're doing is wonderful. You know, fighting for someone's innocence. It's awesome.
Genevieve has always been very professional. Clocks in, does her work, clocks out.
She's nice. Very boring, though.
People don't get it. She's got a wild side. She was a guitar goddess back in the day.
I was just at my house that night.
When I asked Genevieve where she was on the 9th, I didn't get a concrete alibi until she brought up her key card, which apparently got damaged and deactivated at a pool party a couple of nights before the 9th.
I forgot that I had my key card in my pocket, and it got totally soaked and completely deactivated. I didn't even get a new one until the following Monday.
We tested it, and she was telling the truth. There was no way she could have stuffed the ballot box without access to the boardroom. With our pool of suspects running thin, Frank and I hoped we would catch a break soon. So, on to Carlos. And where were you on the 9th?
I was cleaning. I clean here at nights.
Carlos, I don't trust him. I heard he was a drug lord from Colombia before he came here.
Rachel over in 119, she was saying he's an ex-spec ops soldier.
We hired him because he charged the least of any applicant. Did the most work. Yeah. He's always been kind of a mystery. I heard he ran a chicken fighting ring in Guatemala.
Frank did some research, and Carlos is actually from sunny Los Angeles, born and raised. He doesn't understand where people keep getting these rumors from. Carlos fascinates me because he has no alibi for the 9th. He was cleaning. That's it. However, when we mentioned the election to him, this was his response.
What? Election? There was an election?
So I know it was a while ago, but do you remember seeing anything out of the ordinary while you were cleaning that night?
Actually, yeah. I remember that night because the trash cans were all overflowed. And that's happened a couple of times before, and every time it happens, I take videos to send it to the board.
Oh, what? Videos? Do you still have those videos?
Uh-huh.
This is gonna be a very quick interview, and you guys are gonna be very happy.
All right, what do you got?
Look, there's another one. That's why we need more trash cans. We're gonna get fucking raccoons now.
Look, there you are, and the footage is dated. The video proved to be the break we needed and cemented Michael's alibi. You were smoking for 6 minutes. You couldn't have done that, and then also stuffed the ballot box within 10 minutes. Michael, you're innocent.
When were you going to tell me you started smoking again?
Oh, I don't know, Jessica. I don't know. I really was that. I'm sorry.
You lied to me.
That's not all we found. Look at this.
These pendejos no entienden. Look, don't overflow the trash cans like this. You don't do this. This is bad. Okay? Do not do this.
Do you recognize him?
Yeah, that's Justin.
Exactly. Derek said that he got home from his show at around 8:30 p.m. and ran into Justin.
Fucking blaster to be in public, and I saw Justin, the security guard.
That piqued my interest because Justin said that he left at 8 p.m., locked the door, and went home. Does Justin ever stay late?
No, the only reason he would stay late is because it was election night. Yeah, he usually punches out at 5 p.m.
So, why was he still here at 8:30?
Michael was innocent, but innocence wasn't good enough for him. Totally understandable.
I didn't start the fucking box, man.
He wanted to prosecute the guilty party as well. So, Michael set up a meeting with Justin.
And then I'll come and get you when I'm done. Do you need my card?
I have my own.
Okay.
This was a long and honestly pretty uncomfortable meeting, so I'm just gonna cut to the highlights.
So then why were you still here after you clocked out at 8?
I'm seeing someone here. Oh, a guy.
Justin claimed that he stayed late from work not because he was stuffing the ballot box, but because he was visiting a Purple Pelican resident he's romantically seeing.
Who? I'm sure he wouldn't mind answering a few questions about this situation.
Carl.
If your reaction to Justin claiming Carl is his lover was holy shit, then same.
Hey, Carl! It's Michael. We have Justin here.
Michael called Carl to verify this, and unsurprisingly, Carl denied it.
I'm telling the truth.
If you asked me then if I thought Justin was telling the truth, I don't know what I would have said. There was honesty and desperation in Justin's voice, like he was begging Michael to believe him.
Either way, Justin, we're calling Thompson Inc. You're done.
What you're seeing now is something I'm not proud of. My team and I not so gracefully trying to escape.
We need to talk.
It didn't work. My heart was pounding. All I could muster was a weak apology saying we were just trying to find the truth.
Were you? I'm gonna be fired because of you, and I didn't fucking do it. And what does my relationship have to do with who rigged the election anyways?
Needless to say, my good intentions didn't go over well with Justin.
You don't know anything. Fuck you guys.
Did you see that?
Yeah, how he just got yelled at?
No, Genevieve's son. He has his own key card. It's our alibi.
I was at a pool party that Friday night, the 7th, and I accidentally left my key card in my pocket. It got soaked and totally deactivated.
If Genevieve's son has his own key card, that blows her alibi wide open. So we called Michael to investigate.
Yeah, hi, Michael. Just a quick question. How many people per household have key cards?
Okay, Ned. Each person gets one key card since they also unlock the pool and the gym and all that.
So if a mother lives in a condo with her son...
So the household would have 2 key cards.
Oh, hey, guys. Good job catching Justin.
Can we talk to you for a second?
Sure.
We know you broke your key card at the pool party, but Your son also has one. You could have used his on the 9th. Why? The pay cuts?
It wasn't about the money. Carl was running for president. Again. He started cracking down on the rules even more than usual. Not every boss will let you bring your kid to work. Michael would.
Did Michael know about this?
Yeah, he knew.
Frank and I did it. We proved without a doubt that Michael couldn't have rigged the election because he let someone else do it.
Hey, wait a minute. Frank, get in here. Thank you guys. I mean it. Seriously. Thank you so much. We won.
Yeah. I decided not to tell the Purple Pelican about Genevieve. We already caused someone to lose their job. I couldn't do it again. The political environment right now is toxic. It's always good against evil, innocent or guilty.
We can save the money and fire the son of a bitch.
It's so easy to check a box without knowing the whole story.
Everyone has secrets, even the people you least expect. Even the nice ones.
He's right. In the coming months, the Purple Pelican returned to normal and everyone went back to their routine.
Huh? How many times does that have to happen? I've sent videos before. Do you even look at them? Look at this.
The HOA held a new election. Michael didn't run. He said he needed more time to focus on his marriage. He also quit smoking. Frank and I got an A on this assignment.